Hello and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Hello, dear readers. As always, ratings and reviews are welcome. Spread the word about us, and of course you can always find us on our socials. You know the deets. Or you can email us at hello@billowinghilltop.com. Right, let's get straight down to business with episode 232 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Smack my Lich up. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Back playing D&D. How is everyone?
Oh,
Marvellous.
wonderful.
Marvellous.
What a day.
Yes.
What an amazing day.
You had an amazing day, Aurak. What happened?
Nothing. No, it's just an
Were you
amazing
on
day.
board the Liberator? We have
Confirmed.
we have Aurak on board in the command pod. Readers, hello, readers. We have the corpulent form of Johnny, hello, master of spider science, Eusebio Spider Lucas, and my favourite player,
Yep.
Dan, the socialist Aslan. But we are missing. He's either out on a raid or he's updating his OnlyFans. We are missing
He's not raiding another musical,
Hot
is he?
Viking Graham.
He's marauding.
He might be.
He's marauding.
Marauding. Yes. On the stage. Viking helmet.
So do you want to? Have we got an email? I can't remember. I think we have got an email. We have got an email.
It's all about Graham.
Exactly. It's about Graham, and Graham's not here, so we could talk about Graham about the email.
Yeah, it's a very good
Paul, if you would be so kind as just to lean back to give us
I'm
access.
just going to open
Thank
up a
you.
little bit. Open up the legs a little bit.
Not my turn. I did it last time. Lucas, you're already wearing all of the hygiene gear.
Yeah.
One of your 8 limbs,
Full hazmat suit.
2 of them. If you could just extend a proboscoid or whatever it is that you've got.
Ew.
I will
Just-
spear
That's it. Lovely. Just smear it out over the console so I can read it. It's from Tom from Weird, Not a Myth, Florida. Tom wrote in quite recently.
Tom's weird, not a myth. Is that what you were implying?
No, Tom's not weird. Well, I mean, Tom is quite weird. I think Tom was the
Has
Benny
to
Hill
be to listen
person.
to this. Oh, was he?
Anybody?
Hello,
you've
Billowing
got to be
Hilltoppers.
weird.
I'm happy to report that I just finished a 59k ultra run. Oof. What is it with our readers? They're just running around
that the
all the
second
time.
one
I'm
who
very
does
good at
long
trying to-
distance?
Sorry, can
marathons?
I just ask, Tom, can you elaborate? You're American, right? You do things in miles. How come you're doing a 58k run then?
59k.
I suppose Americans
is
do
it-
have clicks, don't they? Yeah, the
Well,
army
it
has
sounds longer
clicks.
than the miles, doesn't it? More impressive.
So,
It sounds like you run further. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Okay, so it's fake distance.
Well,
So
it could
58k is
be,
what, 40?
is it that long distance events are just done in K internationally?
I think yes.
Maybe.
It's just the
Anyway, we haven't even finished the first sentence.
Yeah.
59k ultra run a few weeks ago,
Graham.
and I'm up to
Ah.
episode. Yeah.
Raid finished early, did it, Graham?
Everything all right? Everything okay with the long ship?
Yeah, all good. Pillaging went well.
It's always good to hear.
What microphone are you on, Graham?
Microphone? They don't have microphones in medieval Norway.
what horn of Valhalla are you using?
Well, you've caught us reading an email about you, Graham. Well, we haven't got to the bit about you yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not about you as such, but anyway, so yes, Tom has run a 59k ultra run. He's up to episode 219 after burning through about 50 episodes since his last email. Thanks for the running encouragement. I appreciated Mike and Johnny discussing 5e, Pathfinder 1 and 2e at the beginning of episode 195.
Oh, I remember
We do
that
that?
really well.
I can't really
Yeah,
remember
same
that.
here.
Not.
I started out playing AD&D in the 80s. So Tom is from our generation. Well, 80s is coming out a bit late. Then left it, missing out on
Young
all of 3 and 4e. I
whippersnapper.
picked it up with 5e a few years ago. I like 5e a lot, but I'm thinking about trying Pathfinder. Well, you should, Tom.
Yeah.
I hope when you guys finish the Age of Worms, you strongly consider running a Pathfinder 2e actual play podcast. I think you would be great at figuring it out, providing loads of entertainment along the way, and selfishly, I need another 300 plus episodes of awesome Billowing Hilltop running material fodder for 2025 and beyond.
Oh, very good.
Okay.
Tom.
Now, to perhaps encourage this, I am signing off by including some Olaf Hotperson Viking introductions, as these are greatly missed.
Well,
In
you
no
should
particular order,
maybe
but
you should save them.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
read them out.
Okay.
No.
Save him.
Each week, you can guess: is it Tom or is it Mike?
What's
it's gonna
this
be Tom
week's?
because I've run out. I haven't got.
What do you mean you haven't got? You've got a whole list
Yeah,
of them
come
in
on,
front
just
of
one.
you.
Give us one.
Oh,
Just
so you
read-
want a Tom one?
Yeah, so we can
Oh,
just
okay,
one,
yeah.
so we can get the gist.
Joining a little bit late, holding handsome at ransom, it's Olaf Hotperson, Hot Viking Graham. And I think that's pretty good.
I
Tom.
think that's pretty
Very
good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
I've spent the entire week trying to think of something that rhymes with pagan and it failed. Right, where were we? Scaly O'Toole, you're being zorked.
Yes.
Oh, it's not me for once. Oh, that's good.
No, it's me.
No, it's
Oh, that's right.
Scaly.
Yes, I strategically managed to move to a slightly safer place just in
Yeah.
time.
Your friend Thessalar. Thessalar, I am so disappointed in your attitude. You think he looks disconsolate. Disconsolate. Scaly.
Disconsolate.
Crestfallen, disconsolate. You won't remember this, but
I remember
at
it
one
all.
point last week, you made an insight check.
Mm.
Probably your first in your entire career.
Yes.
And you think that he looks just completely
He's upset.
upset, bereft. Bear in mind that using Sessions's anti-magic
Yes.
shell, you breached the containment force field, releasing this
The beast.
huge, great beast. Yeah, kind of weird, giant Hydra thing. And you've now trapped it inside a spherical prismatic wall.
It's his life's work.
Okay. It was his life's
We're
work.
fucking with his life's
Well,
work.
he talked about his towering achievement. The pinnacle of all of his work was going to depend upon you capturing Zulshin, Zulshin?
From her. Live work.
And that's obviously not happened.
Studio.
But maybe his work so far. Anyway, that's the first thing. Second thing is he's just kind of into existence.
And he's decided to kill me.
Third thing is you noticed last time that he was wearing a distinctive looking set of black gloves, each with a silver design of some sort embroidered on the back of the hands.
And he's got the robe of the Archmagi.
And he's wearing a robe of the Archmagi.
Got some quite cool stuff.
Has a ridiculous German accent.
From one of those gloves or hands, he seemed to sort of magically produce this rod, this little short black rod.
Mm-hmm.
But he levels his hand at you now. We've got to work out the sequence of things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think he dies after he has to make a saving throw, and after he
The
gets hit.
sequence. Okay, when he casts the spell, the rod in his hand starts to evaporate.
All right.
It starts to boil away into a black smoke. And the pace of that boiling away is really speedy. You get a glimpse. Well, let's have the saving throw now then.
What kind of saving throw am I making?
It's not an easy one, but it's a new session, so you've got an Ort dice. It is a charisma save. That must be good for you.
Yes.
DC 22. That would be the bad bit about it. It's a totally doable thing for you. What's your charisma save bonus?
Plus 12.
Oh, gee hell. You're going to be fine.
No problem at all.
That's what you said about me
That's
when
what I
I
say
was
every
rolling.
time. Yes, 27.
You're completely fine. It's a formality. Okay, whatever that was, you shrugged off. The little rod that's dissipating in his hand, that dissipation seems to infect the glove and then the lower part of his arm, and he shrieks,
Nice.
shakes his arm, and the end of it billows away in smoke. So he's just sort of left with a stub clad in tattered black Lich garments from, the Sharper Lich or Abercrombie and Lich.
He's used the last charge of a wand, which means it's screwed for us, so we can't get it, isn't he? Yeah?
Well,
So it's got 7 charges, and if you use them all up, it disintegrates or something, doesn't it? Most ones.
he's out of things to do on 9. It is Scaly O'Toole.
Right.
It looks at you in a state of some visible distress.
Hit him.
I've got an option to use my Oathbreaker from
What's that
the
do?
Yep.
+2 plate. As an action, the Oathbreaker Paladin can target one undead creature within 30 feet. Wisdom saving throw DC 17. Failed save, the undead creature must obey the Paladin's commands for the next 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
As if
That'd
that's
be quite
gonna work.
cool. You've got to do
I mean, yeah, give it a go. That'd be hilarious.
Undead with a challenge rating equal or greater than the Paladin are immune. Do you think it's going to be higher challenge
the
rating?
19th level.
18th level.
18th level.
Yes,
Might
probably.
not be.
Close.
I mean, I do it once a day. I can just give it a go as an action and then whack it with the other action, basically.
I think it's an action.
I can't move.
You haven't got 2
I
actions.
got 2 actions. Or I can just
You've
whack
got
it.
1 action which has got 2 attacks in it, or you've got
Yeah, move.
an
I
action
need
to
to
do
move.
something else.
I need to
The move is free.
Yeah, but I've got to move.
Every-
I can move and attack, or move and do the Oathbreaker,
Yes. Move and attack twice,
or
or move and do the
Or
Oathbreaker.
just do the Oathbreaker.
Or do the
Yeah.
Oathbreaker and then move. Although, you can't get out.
No, I'm
Well,
not-
you could follow Burple
No, I'm
and
not gonna
Sessions
get
have
out.
opened these doors, seemingly head into the walk space within the walls around the courtyard of this place. So you've got that door open next to you.
that is true. I could do that. It's a bit of fun. Let's do the Oathbreaker. First, let's do the Oathbreaker thing.
You're using your Oathbreaker power?
Yep.
It doesn't work.
Okay. In which case, I can't attack it,
No.
but I can move.
Yes.
In which case, I will... No, fuck it. I'm going to stay there. I'm going to move up to him. There you go.
You will? No.
I
fuck
will
it.
move up to him I'm moving 5 foot to the left, and I'm just going to try and kind of... He's now squeezed in a little bit. Going to go and give him a cuddle.
Yeah.
And
Okay, he looks... he sort of backs away to the corner a bit.
And there's more where that came from.
Help me! Leave me alone! On 6, it's the Great Enormous Monster. The Great Enormous Monster has not really got any options. It's learnt its lesson trying to break its way out of this sphere. Took a ton of damage. Also took a ton of damage from... Some of you may have blocked this out of your mind, so inconceivable, is it? From Parker.
What?
Parker did something like 70, 80 points of
Landed
damage
all
on
my-
it in
all
a
my
single
attacks.
whatever last time. There we go.
Unheard
See,
of.
he's remembered.
Does it need to make a
Unheard
saving
of.
throw, Mike?
Is it against the blinded thing? I think we've established that it cannot be blinded.
Okay.
It's in an insect plague, by the way.
Oh yeah.
So if it ends its turn there, it takes a load of biting insects.
And how big is the insect plague?
It's 20 foot.
Okay.
So it's entirely within the
Right, got
prismatic
it. So it
sphere.
can't... Well, it doesn't know that. I think we'd established that this thing is not calculating.
It's slightly obscured because of the insects. Difficult terrain.
Doesn't make any difference. It's trapped inside a bubble of horrible force
Yeah.
with a load of biting insects.
Yeah.
So it's got to decide whether or not it's worth trying to break out or to take the pain of the insects. I think it's more scared of the prismatic sphere. So it will thrash around inside the sphere, hoping for a better future for itself and its kin. At the end of the turn, what's the save?
DC 16 con save.
It rolls a 10 and a saves. How much damage?
It
Or
takes 17 points of damage, saved to half.
Oh, okay, so it takes 8 points of damage. Right, well, it's learnt its lesson there, definitely. It's going to hang out there from now on.
Is that it?
What?
Is that all the damage it does, Jules?
Well, it
That's all
lasts
the damage
10
it
minutes, and if you're
Yeah,
just
I'd-
going to stay there, it'll
I'd
just
take that spell
die
back if I
eventually.
was you. I'd return that spell, honestly.
Well, yeah, it's pretty rubbish. Got it on discount.
Take it back to the shop.
Yeah.
Top of another round on 18, it's Burple. Burpledy herpledy.
Okay, Burple is going to complete the look down the
Complete the
corridor.
look. That was the name of the place where the Lich got its
Move
gear.
kind of 5 foot just so he can see to the end.
If you go around that
Reveal
corner,
the rest of the
and it is
corridor,
exactly as you would have expected it to be. It runs up and it seems to end in a dead end exactly where you think the boundary of the portcullis zone was.
So there's nothing there.
Doesn't really make any sense without having something in
Doesn't,
sight.
no.
Some way.
And I've got true sight.
No.
Don't forget.
Read me true sight.
For the duration, the willing creature you touch has true sight with a range of 120 feet. And I can never work out where true sight is.
Oh, right, it's a thing. It's a condition, really,
Yes.
isn't it? It's like a... Okay, so true sight. You can see in normal and magical darkness. You see creatures and objects that have the invisible condition. Visual illusions appear transparent to you, and you automatically succeed on saving throws against them. You discern the true form of any creature or object that has been transformed by magic. You see into the ethereal plane. Okay, yeah, your true sight does not reveal to you any things in this corridor. No illusions, no invisible things.
But possibly a concealed or secret door. That's actually quite annoying. Alright, I'm going, in that case, I'm just checking what spells I've got left, which is not many.
I think a rule of thumb on true sight is you see things as they actually
Yes.
are.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't
something that
reveal
is... Yeah,
other things.
yeah, things that...
Yeah.
If something actually is very difficult to see, then it stays very difficult to see.
I will, in that case, move back
Back towards the Lich and Scaly in the
back
little
towards
chamber.
the Lich and Scaly in the little chamber, and
Yeah.
I will cast Dissonant Whispers. That requires a Wisdom saving throw DC 18, or half of this. 16 points of psychic damage.
DC 18 wisdom save. It rolls 20.
So
And the psychic damage...
8 points of psychic
8
damage.
points of psychic damage. Wow, okay.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Wow,
about.
okay. You're not sure that it noticed that?
And
Yeah. It looks up a little bit at the sound of the whispers. I hear. Do you hear that? I don't hear anything.
yes, it's very quiet.
Do you hear this?
It's a little bit creepy. It's damaged you. Okay, so I will also strike.
Don't try out the accent.
That's what Johnny does. He basically adopts the accent
Yes,
of
I know
any
he does.
NPC who's in the
Yeah.
room. So
I know he
I'm
does.
just. And I
Yeah.
will strike the creature with the Mordenkainen's sword,
Yes.
hitting armor class 16.
Well, you don't know.
Yeah, my
You don't know.
marvelous 7th level
You
spell.
might have hit, might not have hit. You don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I won't even bother rolling damage. And then I will I can go back 5 feet to there. Done. Fast, efficient.
Moderately
Apart from the
fast.
true sight
Well,
disaster.
yeah, but lots to do. Yeah, I did a lot in that round.
Oh, I don't know.
Very pleased with himself. On 16,
judgment.
it is Parker.
Right, is it worth me going in and continuing to attack this large creature in the prismatic sphere, or
Come do the Lich.
should I carry
with
on
me.
searching?
Well, it's now the.
Yeah, well, I can't get to the Lich.
Can't you walk through the prismatic sphere?
Oh,
no,
hold on.
because-
Well, did we agree last week that it's 2 sizes larger so we can move through its space?
3 sizes larger. I think it's hobbits, isn't it? I can't remember.
No, it wasn't. It
Hobbits,
was anybody.
one size bigger.
Nothing.
Everything else is 2 sizes bigger.
Everybody else,
But you draw an
2
attack of opportunity.
sizes.
You need to attack it, I think, is the
Yeah.
answer. Yeah, as long as you attack
I
it.
am. I'm going
You'll
to
be
give up
attacked by
searching.
biting insects if you go in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Of course. There is the small matter
A
of
creature, if
No,
you
no,
go
only if
into
I-
if you go into the area for the first time or ends its turn there,
Well,
I
that's.
can dispel it if you
I
want.
got that one.
I'm not sure it's doing an
8 points
awful
of
lot. It's a
damage.
bit like my sword. Doing very much.
No, but I mean, I can just keep it going for 10 minutes. Just sit around, have some
Yeah,
cheese, have a cup of tea, wait for it to die.
How much damage does it do?
4d10 around for 10 minutes.
With a what kind of saving throw?
Con 16.
So not dexterity then.
In 10 minutes, what's that?
Average damage is 22. 10 minutes is
I
just in D&D terms, it's just this extraordinary amount of damage. Right.
How many rounds to a minute?
It's 2,200 points of damage
Yeah.
on average, but assuming it saves every round, 1,100 points of
Isn't
damage.
this the old creeping doom spell? Reskinned.
Yeah.
So why don't
is.
we just wait until it's dead?
Because it won't be dead.
Well, in 10 minutes.
Why?
Well, Mike said the average is
How
1,300
long does the
points
wall
of
of
damage.
force last?
The
prismatic wall.
wall lasts a while, but I
Ooh, ages.
That's much
for
less
technical
well defined
terms.
than in the other spells.
hold on. I'm trying to find it. God, you're all so impatient.
Did we define that the 2
10 minutes.
openings
Okay,
to
so
the
why don't we
south
just leave that
were-
cooking?
Cooking.
Yeah, but
See
I'm
if we
just
can
but
deal
I've
with
got
the
to find
Lich.
another way of getting round to the Lich.
Because I don't think it will kill it.
Okay, but it doesn't really matter, does it? At the end of 10 minutes, we can work
No.
out what to do. We can
Okay.
focus all our resources on one thing.
Yeah.
In the worst case,
Yeah,
you can just
okay.
run through, can't you?
He needs to
I do
attack it.
take damage if I run through.
You take damage from the insect
Yeah, but
plague. It's,
it's
not
not-
an enormous
yeah.
amount of damage.
If you can go straight through, you take one set of damage from the insect plague. If you've got enough move.
You could run back into the northern little antechamber, out through the hole at Buggy. Oh no, you can't get through that way, can you?
Well, this was my question. The 2
Yeah.
openings in the south,
No,
they're not
no,
big
they're
enough.
like
Uh,
they're
Arrow
they're
slits.
arrow slits more than windows.
I don't think I've
Determined,
got any
that's
more
why-
stone shapes, I'm afraid.
Run through it.
Unless I do it as a higher level spell.
Run through it. Do one attack on the way through so you don't get an attack
Yeah,
of opportunity
alright. Yeah, I'm
and
gonna
take
do
20 points of damage
I'll give
If
that
you
a go.
fail,
if you fail.
Right, so I go in through the
I like this. I like this plan.
prismatic wall. What do I see?
Well, it's lightly obscured. You run into a cloud of insects that start biting you. Make a saving throw. DC 16.
Con save for
Con save DC 16.
22 points of damage.
Make
Oh no,
that.
it's 21 points of damage.
Save for
So
half?
you take 10 points
Save
of insect damage.
Right.
This thing is where its mini has been placed.
I will do the
An attack.
Mandatory
death by
attack.
1,000 cuts.
Yep.
Hitting armor class 24.
Is a hit.
That would be 20 points damage.
And you kill it.
20 points of damage. Okay.
And it
Yep.
falls over.
Well, it does. It
Second
doesn't look.
attack.
Oh, you're attacking it again.
Yeah. Armor class 19.
Also a hit.
18 points of damage.
It falls over.
It's bloodied, but it's not. You
Yeah.
know,
Okay. Well, we're
clinging onto
keeping
life by its
going.
fingernails. Although it's got an awful lot of fingernails. Oh, no, it hasn't.
The gauntlets are armor class 24, so that'll be 13 points of
also a hit.
damage. And final attack. Ooh, armor class 15.
Armor class 15 is a miss. And then you move through.
And then I will move through. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8.
Through the door to the south
10,
of the
11,
lab,
12,
into the little
13,
chamber which has got Scaly and the Lich in it.
14.
Please tell me you can't make it. That'd be very funny.
No, I will move to behind Scaly.
Scaly. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's now you and Scaly and the Lich
It's getting very crowded.
crammed in this tiny little room.
Yes.
It's like a competition about how many people can get into a phone box. Is that it for you?
That's me, yeah.
On 12, it is Kulbagi.
Right, I'm running
Use the
around the
barbarian.
outside of the building.
Yes. Remember that the arrow slits are too narrow for people to get through.
Yeah, I can do spells through it though. I suppose it's the darkness. Nobody wants the darkness.
No.
The smoke.
I'm a little thing
The
called love.
smoke's a pain.
Okay, I'm moving around the outside of the building, just
Yes.
beyond, just west of the arrow slit,
Yeah.
and avoiding putting everybody in the smoke. But the arrow slit is now smoky.
Down to the southwest corner of the keep.
Yeah.
Right next to the chamber, which has got people increasingly crowded into it. On 10, it is little Seshi Milad, tiny Seshi boy.
Well, Sessions
On his
will
little spindly
waddle
legs.
on his little legs because he can't fly at the moment, out of the keep, through the hole, and then
Yes.
round the side of the building. So about there.
Okay. What that tells me is that Sessions would rather be slow than risk any possibility that the Lich is suddenly going to go, ha ha ha, and come round and
Do something.
summon your liver out of.
That's exactly correct.
On 10, it is Lich Baby. It kind of looks resigned. It's like, sure, you win some, you lose some. It. Wait a second, it might have a. Oh, it has. It. Oh, this is very pleasing. It disappears.
Oh, you absolute
Again.
bastard. That's an absolute bastard. You know
When you've been tangoed.
when you've been
Anybody want to make an Arcana check?
Yes.
Go on then.
It looked
can't
like it was
see.
like the game is up, and then it was like, oh, wait a second. What
Wait
is
a
this?
second, I have a thing.
I have this in my pocket.
12.
Okay, Parker.
Not going to be very good.
You never know. We do know.
No.
No, you're not quite
It's
sure
not
exactly
very good.
what spell that was, Scaly.
Okay.
On 9, it's Scaly. Left.
Well.
Looking at thin air.
Scaly is going to ready in action to welly it if
Yeah.
it pops back.
Might be
On
invisible.
6, it's the creature.
It might be invisible.
Might be right in front of you still.
Do you want me
Too
to?
late.
Does it?
No,
Charlie?
no, I don't mind.
All right, I'll thrash my sword into the square it's just disappeared from.
You thrash
The
your
old massive chopper. I'll wave the massive
sword-
chopper.
Massive chopper. It is not
There.
there.
No. Right.
Onto the Thessalar Hydra,
Mm-hmm.
the giant thing, and it's rolled a 14 for its save, which means it's made its save, so it takes half of the damage from the insects, Johnny, as it thrashes around in there. We're going to stop rolling these, to be honest, but we've got to keep some kind of
15
record.
points of damage. That's half.
That's a good yield. That's way above average.
Which is not something you can
okay.
say about the rest of us.
No, and certainly not about Buggy in terms of height.
No. Or braveness.
On 18, it's Burps.
Burps is
Come
going
on, Burps.
to mosey on down to the end of the passageway and
Yes.
search the floor.
The Flower.
The floor.
Give me an investigation check.
Getting 23.
23. Well, there's nothing there. I mean, there's obviously something there. There's the flower.
The flower.
Just the flower.
The flower.
Totally normal flower, so far as you can tell.
Okay.
On 16, it's Parker. Good noise. Is
A German cough.
that the town where you grew up?
Well, so it's buggered off again now.
Yes.
How about searching the cell?
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
that
gas
cloud
was
killer's
nasty,
gone.
wasn't
It's
it?
gone.
It
It's
did
gone.
something.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Just left it sitting there on the map, but I can get rid of it.
Well,
There must
I
be
suppose we
something more
can
to
go
this
into
place.
the
Yeah. Well, it could be something.
go into the room before the cell and search without going through the prismatic wall.
Yeah, we haven't looked in the cell.
There's also, on the shelves, there's all these bottles filled with a green liquid. 10 pint-sized bottles.
Yeah, but they're at the moment not accessible unless you go through the prismatic wall.
With the distribution and the fact that shelves are all around the wall, there may be one or two accessible either at the northern extremity or the southern extremity. I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1 to 3, there's one outside the prismatic wall in the southern part of the lab. There isn't.
Okay, well, we'll just have to wait for this.
Mike,
Yes.
the height of the ceilings and the outside height of the building, does it suggest there's another level of void?
Doesn't, no.
No.
Nope, not at all. So far as you can
But
tell
might
from
be
your...
a cellar.
Yeah, so
There
that
might
seems.
be, going down.
So how many squares has Purple searched then?
1 5-foot square, intensively searced.
Right, well,
Hands and knees.
I'll go up and search the
One's
next
daisy.
one then next to him.
Give me an investigation check. Intelligence investigation.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Uh-oh. You're not really sure. Not really sure.
Not really sure where the floor is.
I love investigation checks. You're not really
Is
sure,
that this a
Parker.
floor? Is this a floor?
You intensively search the floor and you can't
And you
find
get
anything.
an
It's like
8.
that thing where you lose count. You're like, did I check that bit? Oh, maybe I need to go. And then the 6 seconds is up.
Is that the floor? Or is it a wall?
On 12, in a cloud of smoke outside the building, it is Uncle Buggy.
Hiding
Right,
beyond
I'm
hiding.
going to stone shape. I use a 5th level spell to do a 4th level stone shape,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm carving a hole in the arrow slit.
Carving a hole.
In the arrow slit.
Okay,
Maybe the one south of Scaly.
right.
Then I'm going to switch off my smoke.
Yep.
Does the prismatic wall... Oh, I can go through the prismatic wall, can't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're
I'm
not
going to
sir.
move...
Yeah, it depends whether I nominated you or not.
Oh, I think...
Yeah.
Right, and then I'm moving up to the prison door, which we've never gone into
Yes,
that
the
prison.
jailer's hole.
Maybe
Yeah.
the basement is hidden as a trapdoor or something in there.
Okay.
I know if that's my go.
Okie dokie. On 10, it is Tiny Sashimi Lad.
I'm going to keep truggling round
Struggling around.
to get to.
To get to
Uncle Buggy doing a bit of dessert trolley there with his
Yep.
miniature, I notice.
Yeah.
Heading my way round to the opening.
Okay, on 10.
Here he comes again.
Okay. On 9, it's Scaly.
Okay. Scaly is going to exit the large hole, run past Sessions, go, hello. He's going to move around the outside of the building in the other direction.
Okay, heading up to the northwestern corner of the
Yeah.
building in the open ground outside it.
Yep.
On 6, it's the big creature. We won't worry too much about the big creature. On 18, it's Burple de Herple.
Okay. Search the wall opposite the end.
The wall that you think, if you were to break through it, would take you into the portcullis.
Yeah.
Not into the portcullis itself, but into the gap between the portculli.
30.
30 is nothing.
It's a wall, not a nothing.
No, it's not nothing. It's a wall.
It's very odd.
On 16,
Well, hang
it is...
on.
Okay.
The Modern Canaan Sword will have its last round.
Yeah, fine.
So, multiple hole. It does.
No, you're just randomly saying that
Yeah. Yes, I know.
without any...
It's in my head now.
Possible hole.
It hits armor class 22 for an enormous 16 point of damage.
Okay, on 16, it's Parker.
Can I do a further investigation on the same square that I'm in, or do I have to move on to another one?
You're allowed to search an area and feel like you really didn't... I think that's
Yes.
a bit cruel to say that, yeah.
Okay, then I will research the same area I was in.
Doing your research. Yeah. It's all about the research. Okay.
God.
Well, you're not actually sure. Now you think about it, you're not sure whether or not the first
Yeah.
search. Anyway, but with a 3, move. On 12, it is Bin Juice the Barbarian.
I'm going to try and open this door. It's still magic locked, is it?
It was never magically locked.
Oh, there was a bolt, wasn't there? That's right.
There's a
or
key.
or something.
There's a key.
A key.
Do we have the key? I guess it's the question. Or is
No,
the key?
you don't have the key.
Oh, okay. Well, back to bashing the door open then.
Yeah, there's the jailer's hole, which you can gently finger open the jailer's hole
Oh,
and have a look into the chamber, into the room.
well, I've already looked in before. I want to get in and have a search. So what do I need to do to bash the door open?
Give me a strength athletics check. At advantage, of course. Oops, 3. That's
3
not great.
and the other roll
is
a
more like it.
27.
You slam open the door.
And I'll go into the room. Anything interesting?
No. There is one of those beds that folds up to the wall. It's like with chain at each end, and there's like a bucket in the corner.
Does it look
And
like
there's some
anybody
straw,
has been in here?
There's a feeding tray. Doesn't look like there's been anybody here recently, so far as you can tell.
This is where
It
he
just
keeps
looks
his victims
neglected.
before he does his stuff on them.
Maybe. That's it. Might go.
All done. On 10, it is Seshimilad.
I'm going to wive.
You're going to wive? I'm going to wive.
I'm going to...
That's a weird thing
Wive.
to do, isn't it? Don't you think? I'm going to
Yeah.
wive.
I'm going to husband.
Okay, continue moving around the building through the open stone-shaped hole.
Yes, into the little antechamber south of the lab.
I don't want to go forward because I'll suppress the spell, so I will
Yeah, that could be funny.
stop there and just kind of...
Just stop.
I've moved and
Yeah.
moved,
In
so...
the name of love.
Yeah.
Before you...
Well, I've caught up with everyone else, so... 3 rounds of particularly useless movement.
Okay. Scaly, can you give me a perception check?
Oh, perception. This is one of my strong ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Natural.
Getting a
That's a
1.
Okay.
Getting a 1.
Do you want to use your Orc dice?
Oh, I see.
I'm only asking.
No, I don't
Don't
want
mean to
No.
load that question with any more significance.
No. Not use my alt dice.
Well, in that case, that's the last thing you ever do.
Fair enough.
It's your turn on 9, Scaly.
Scaly's going to go through the other hole window in the north.
Presume it's to see whether the Lich is standing on top of the building or something.
Yeah. And then he's going to run around. He's going to get to the non-portable hole. And he's going to go...
And the Lich is just tucked around the corner.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Excellent.
Hidden. It looks like it's
It's
it looks like
hiding.
it's backed into the corner. Yeah, or hoping to. Yeah.
Okay. Right. In which case,
It's like, oh no,
I go up to it.
Jim.
That's a move. And I go, hello. We've unfinished business, you and I.
Ich nicht sprechen.
Just surrender. It'll be fine.
Dragon
Just
Scaly.
surrender. It'll be fine.
On 6, it's the thing. On 18, it's Burple.
Okay, the ceiling doesn't look like it holds anything of particular interest, right? I mean, it looks
No,
like
the 15
ceiling,
feet at its apex, and it's
that's
got a
married
curved
to what was
interior.
outside.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Doesn't look like there's a hidden floor or anything up there. I may as well do the next 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
May as well while
So
I'm
it's
here.
it's intensively searching another 5 foot square.
Is it 5 foot? Do I have to search 5 foot at a time? I thought it was 10 foot.
It seems reasonable to me, but if the rule says otherwise, then I'm perfectly
It
happy
always
to
used
live
to be
with
10
whatever.
foot, but I don't know what this edition says, so whatever.
One moment.
I won't bother. I'm going to
I was just looking it up.
move back to there. Move. That's it. Fast, efficient.
Oh, hello, Purple.
Okay.
Hello, Sessions. Didn't see you down there.
Yeah, trundling
How are the
along.
legs?
Sore.
I can't see a rule. When you look around for clues and make deductions based on those clues, you make an intelligence investigation check. You might deduce the location of a hidden object, discern from the appearance of a wound what kind of weapon dealt it, or determine the weakest point in a tunnel that could cause it to collapse.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say how much, whatever. You get 6 seconds to look for a tiny hairline crack or secret thing. I think 5 foot square is quite generous.
Do you?
That's more of a cursory scan than
Do you? Always used to be 10 foot in Pathfinder and, previous editions.
I always
But,
like the
yeah,
idea that
that's-
you just say, this is a room you want to search it, how long do you want to spend? And then you modify the DC based on how long people spend.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but when we're slicing time into 6 seconds,
Well, I've swerved that.
That's not
thing.
really a
Anyway,
combat thing,
I
is
will
it?
get to their free action. I will
No,
pick
precisely.
Sessions up by the scruff of his neck. Say, is it better on the feet?
Oh,
That's a bit easier.
I don't think we need the anti-magic shell anymore, do we?
oh, none of your magic is working anymore, Purple, of course.
Well, my prismatic wall is.
Yeah, but I mean, your,
My mirror
true
image.
sight isn't, and magical items, and
Actually, I would go.
any magical
I'll
armor
go
bonus that you've got, or
13,
anything
14, 15, 16. I will move into that room.
like that. Fleeing sessions.
Yeah.
Bye, Purple.
Hi, Sessions. Bye, Sessions.
As if he was radioactive,
Yeah, exactly.
because my magic is my character. On 16. If it is the real Parker, it is Parker. Stranded at the drive-in.
Right, so I can basically go out the opening to the south.
Yeah, the stone
and then
shape.
go all the way around the outside to where Scaly is that correct?
Yup. If you knew that was happening, yes. But of course, that would be an extraordinary piece of metagaming.
Except I might have shouted, "He's here!"
You might have done,
But I didn't.
but you didn't.
No.
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yes.
He was too busy saying,
Parker,
you and me have got unfinished
you know,
business.
Parker, is that Burple has just gone, fuck this for a game of soldiers, and run off.
Oh, no, he hasn't.
No, yes, he has.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
no, he didn't. It's behind you.
Right.
Well,
You can't do worse than a 3, Parker. Why don't I do some more searching? There may be a secret cellar.
that was sort of the intention, but I'll give it one more go, and then off.
Different square or the same square?
No, the same square. Fuck it. 21.
On a 21,
There's nothing there.
there's nothing there.
Good suspense, though.
Do you want to move, Parker?
Yes, I'm going to move.
Abandon.
This
This is
idea,
brilliant.
and I'm going to move
Just
out
brilliant.
hope
I've got the Lich,
through the hole and go around the outside.
and everybody's doing searching.
No, they don't know, do they?
No.
They don't know you got the Lich.
It's very-
Should have shouted.
Very
On
fortunate.
said you
12, it is
Lucky-
Binjuice the Barbarian.
lucky for them.
Bin Juice is going to search, let me say, under the bed.
Okay, I mean, it's literally a plank that is suspended off the wall by 2 chains. It's
okay.
not like there's an under... I mean, I don't mean you can't search underneath it.
No.
But
Yeah, no, go and have a look
I
underneath
think
it.
you're sort of hinting that there's no point in searching in here. Yeah?
Good try.
He's
Good
not.
try.
He's not going. Yeah, great.
it's
great.
not biting.
Yeah, great attempt, Joel.
Is there any is there any part of this
Is there
room
any-
that looks like
is
it might
there
have
any
a
look,
trapdoor? Just a quick
Well,
glance.
the floor is covered with straw. There's a bucket and a food tray and a plank
Isn't it more
attached to
likely
the wall
that-
with chains.
The secret door would be in the non-cell room.
Yeah, I think you got a point. Sessions. So I'll go into the study.
Other chamber. Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere obvious,
More shelves,
Yeah,
books,
on the floor.
papers.
like sort
the
of thinking
floor?
trapdoors?
Quickly scanning the floor,
Yeah.
looking
Is
for an
there a
obvious
rug?
candidate. Give me an investigation check. There is a rug, but that's just Purple trying to cover his hair loss.
Three terrible rolls.
Terrible roll. You
as
scan
usual.
around the floor and you can't see any obvious candidates for somewhere where somebody might have concealed anything. On 10, it is the Infant Sessions, Tiny Child of Magic. Well, of non-magic.
Non-magic.
You're going to waddle up to the north now, aren't you?
Hey,
Getting some
Just
good
spell
exercise. Good exercise in there.
the atrophied legs. Takes like 3 rounds to get there.
Little weedy legs.
It's really frustrating. I could waddle into that room and hide in the corner so that I don't bring down permanently the...
Yeah, you'd be fine as long as it doesn't have a ready action.
Yeah, so I'm not going to do that.
Bring down permanently the what?
Well, he could run through, suppress the prismatic wall.
He can't. It's not affected by...
Oh, it's not affected by anti-magic
Excellent, so I
shells.
can join the fun in that room and suppress everyone else's magic. Hey!
Yes.
Oh, no, hang on. You'll dispel the insect
right off.
plague, which is gradually killing the thing.
No, I'll only suppress it.
Suppress the insect plague in the area of the anti-magic shell. The rest of it will be busily munching away.
So I'm going to move
Why
into...
do you want to come in?
So I can do a search.
I mean,
I can
obviously-
do a search.
The presupposition of all of this is that the secret door isn't in the floor of the lab that you've blocked off from yourselves with the prismatic
Yeah.
wall, and that everything is just climbing around, and that giant hydra is long gone.
Well, we can see through it, can't we?
No, it's opaque.
You could search in the room with the Hydra, because you won't be affected by the wall, you won't be affected by the insects. The Hydra won't be able to attack you. You can move through it. You could search that room.
Why do you think it won't be able to attack
I
me?
like the way you dropped the hydra won't be able to attack
It
you.
won't
into
be
that
able to
little
attack
nest.
you because if you move outside of its threat range, it can't see you anymore because you'll be on the other side of the prismatic wall.
It
So-
doesn't occupy the whole of the space, though, does it? There are squares at the north.
Only in the very north.
That feels...
Maybe there's bits of Rubber-Dubber-Dub,
Oh,
whatever his name is.
You mean Rabadabadas?
Rubber-Dabber-Das. There may be some bits
Oh,
that you can
Rubber-Dubber-Dub.
collect. You know, bits on the floor or whatever. I know. Sounds a bit too dangerous for you, Sessions. I know.
that sounds very dangerous.
What you going to do, Graham? What you going to do?
What I'm going to do, I'm just going to mope around feeling a bit sad for myself. No, I'll come and help you search.
Can you not dispel your anti-magic shell? Why do you need it?
Well,
what's it doing for you?
It's keeping the Lich away.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah.
It is. It hasn't gone for me
It's
yet.
used up all its horrible spells.
Yeah, it might have.
That's the theory.
That's the theory, yep. I'm there to save you should it appear. I can interpose myself. In fact, maybe that's what I do. I'll ready an action so I can move into that room and interpose myself if it happens to teleport in. Might not be able to do it anymore, but we'll see. We'll have a good idea when it moves again, straight after me. If it's run out of power, then it won't be able to do that, will it?
So we're reliant on Scaly O'Toole.
Or I can mooch my way back
Bash
round
this
towards
thing.
it. Okay, I'll do that.
That's a
I'll start the long,
terrifying
slow
thought.
walk.
It's a terrifying thought.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Going to rely on some dice rolling from me. But I'm thinking of trying to get it surrender with some intimidation, because I've got good intimidation.
I'm off on the long trek, this long, slow trek round.
Oh, you're walking. I thought you were going to get ready to.
You didn't seem to
jump
want
in
it,
the way.
so I'm now.
No. We do.
You mocked Sessions. He's off to see if he can.
Come on, it's better than you waddling around to the north side, it teleporting down to the south side, than you waddling
So
down to the south.
you would like me to stay down there and get ready to interpose if required.
Come on.
Yeah, make up your mind.
Come
what
on,
you want.
Sessions.
Do you want that
Come
or
on,
not?
tempers are fraying.
We do.
You do. Okay, so I'm doing what Uncle Buggy wants. I'm waiting to
Really?
interpose. Yeah, that's what.
Okay, are you readying or just? Or
I'm
just,
readying.
Just
I'm
standing
readying.
there?
If it appears in that room, I will move in and put myself.
Okay, they're going to shout for something.
If they
presuming.
shout that it's appeared in that room, I'll
Bloody
use my ready
cowards.
action to waddle in and.
Got it.
Cowards.
Waddle in. Yeah. Right. Also on 10, it is the Lich. The Lich is now genuinely out of options, we think. It is going to attack you, Scaly.
It's going to attack me. When a creature, under the effect of your vow of enmity, which it is, makes an attack, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the creature if it is within range.
Sure, okay. Well, we'll resolve its attack first, otherwise it hasn't made the attack that triggers your attack.
Yep.
And then we'll see what's left of you.
Yep.
It's going to have to roll to hit you. This is not going to happen. Well, we'll see. You never know. It might roll well. It rolls
does.
well. It hits armor class 30.
Yep, that's a hit.
You're screwed,
You take 3d6 points of cold damage. Brace yourself.
Yep. Come on.
Wow.
Oh my God.
8 points of cold damage.
That's me.
And can you give me a Constitution save, please?
6 negative levels.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay. And now you can make your free attack.
Hammer it into the ground like a tent peg.
Like a tent peg. Class 27.
Armor class 27 is a hit.
It's not an evil outsider, is it?
No.
Okay, so that's 13 points for that, and then it's going to take a 4th level Divine Smite, doing a further 26 points of damage, so that's 39 points of damage in total.
Okay, well, it doesn't look doesn't look like the most robust of creatures, Thessalar.
Yeah.
It goes, ouch, my middle have stabbed me with your chopper.
I have.
On 9, it is you, Scaly.
Right. I'd like to go surrender. I'd like to use my intimidation on it. I'd like to
You'd
intimidate.
like to go...
I'd like to tell it to surrender. Let's go, surrender, and I will stop this now. And I'm using my intimidation at +9. Oof, I roll an 11 on the intimidate. It's probably not going to do it.
Give me an insight check. Is that your action? That was your action?
No, it's, well, I was doing is it an action to say...
Yeah, to
surrender?
use your intimidate. I think as an action, you can whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty certain.
Insight is 18.
It looks pretty
Intimidative.
It doesn't look like it's going to surrender.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's that kind of thing.
And that's negated any opportunity.
Well, I think it rather has, yeah.
Stopped me
I
from
think
doing
you've
any
used your
attacking.
action to, yeah.
If that's the case, that's
I don't think
the
it's a
case.
free action. Otherwise, everybody would just do it constantly all the time. Yeah.
I'm just going to check it up. You carry on, but I'm
Well,
going
it
to...
doesn't say. It doesn't say.
So it doesn't say it's an action.
No. So I'm ruling that it is. Otherwise, every single turn, in every single fight, you would, as a free action, try and intimidate something into surrendering and then take your full round of attacks against it. Why would you not do that?
Because if you've got crap intimidate. But okay, fair enough, if you want to rule that.
Well, I do.
Okay.
Well, I do.
Well, there you are then.
On 18, it's Burple. Can Burple, Buggy, Sessions, and Parker all make perception checks?
Perception.
Parker as standard, Sessions, Burple, and Buggy at disadvantage.
I'm already at advantage. So
Failed again.
I get a normal one.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that was a good one from Burps.
16 is my lowest.
Disadvantage. Burps, you hear
Yeah.
Scaly shouting at something, asking it to surrender, you think.
Right.
From out there somewhere, not quite sure where you picked the sound up from. Either through the apertures to the south and it's coming from a long way away, or reverberating through the building to the north, but you heard Scaly shouting.
I will report that to the group.
Well, I had 24,
yeah,
so I heard
well,
that as well, I guess.
I'm going to cast a haste spell on myself,
Yeah.
and I will move 5 foot towards the door.
Is that it?
Yeah, afraid so.
Okay, on 16 it's Parker.
Well, I will move all the way around to where Scaly is.
Skirting the building, hoping to encounter Scaly, and you do.
Mm-hmm.
You turn a corner, and there is Scaly and the Lich, kind of
Yeah.
tucked in this little indentation in the wall.
Yeah, that's all I can do. Just move.
That's all you can do. On 12, it's Uncle Buggy.
Not sure what to do. I'm going to search this room.
Okay.
I think I might have given up on trapdoors. I'm going to search for interesting books, articles.
Yeah, there's stacks of stuff. Give me an investigation check.
10.
Okay, you don't find anything more interesting than the kind of random scientific papers about proto-life and biological metamorphosis that people have kind of...
Okay,
thumbed
I'm doing a
through
kind of
before.
ransack type search. So I'm just pulling stuff off the shelves, throwing it on the ground,
Yeah,
trampling all
so
over
there's
it.
papers strewn... Yeah, I understand. Papers strewn everywhere, hoping that something will appear,
Yeah.
something's been concealed in there. Yeah, okay. You're not actually looking or reviewing the titles of things.
No, I'm just very... Yeah, it's
Cool.
something obvious.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
Unto us a child is born, tiny little
If it looks like it's a
Sashi.
scientific paper, I'm just throwing it around. But if it says, here are the remains of Rabadabadas with a map and a thing, then I'm obviously going to have a look at that.
Okay, I kind of get it. You glance at the front page.
Yeah.
If it looks interesting, drop it. If it's not, throw it over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't find anything interesting. Seshi boy,
So what was Scaly shouting that I heard?
you think he was shouting at something or someone to surrender.
Oh, right, okay.
Which one Sessions resolves with absolute 100% certainty not to approach.
So maybe I'll go and search the room with Bugraft.
Okay,
But I'm wondering whether it's now safe to drop my spell. Okay, I'm going to assume that I can get into that room without dropping my spell. And
yes.
start looking around at the books that Bugraft is tossing aside.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
14.
You don't see anything that leaps out at you as being interesting.
Okay. Anything that looks valuable,
Nothing looks valuable in monetary terms.
but that might look valuable to someone else.
You don't, on a 14, spot anything that you think is useful or interesting information.
Okay.
Like the secret papers about something or the location of something valuable
Okay.
or whatever that might be. Also on 10, it is Thessalar. Thessalar! Oh, I hate you so much! Thessalar is going to attack Parker or Scaly. 1 to 3 Parker, 4 to 6 Scaly. Parker, he strikes out at you, hits armor class 20 Parker. Not enough.
Nope.
He looks disconsolate. On 9, it is Scaly.
Okay, in which case Scaly's going to thwack him twice. First attack is a 13, which is going to miss, I should imagine.
That is a miss.
And therefore the second attack is going to be 27
Here's a hit on Thessalar.
with a
Ow!
initial damage of 15
Ouchie, ouchie.
and a divine
Oh, dear.
smite damage
This is not very scientific.
of 29. So that's
Oh,
44
gracious.
in total.
44 points of damage. It's looking very, very wounded.
There we go then. That is...
The end of your turn. It uses a legendary action and will try and attack you, Scaly.
Oh,
Hitting armor class 21.
just hits me.
Can you give me a
Constitution save?
Constitution save and you take a little bit of cold damage?
Okay. Can I have my reaction against this attack, please?
Yes, we'll do that in a moment. So you take 5 points of cold damage.
I've made a 14 Constitution. I think I might use my Ort dice.
You're going to use your Ort dice.
Yeah.
getting
A 19.
and you save.
Unless,
You can make your reactive attack.
machete attack hitting armor class.
Oh, it's a 20. It's a
natural
natural 20.
So,
Not much encouragement or support from you in the room there.
No,
Paul.
it's
okay.
I think
Hey.
we all understand how popular you've. Readers.
Yeah.
He's not the most popular member of the group.
No. Actually, I'd
It
say
kind of shows at moments like this.
least
Right.
popular member of the group. It's
How much damage
So
do
it's-
you do?
so that's
Do you want to roll to confirm?
Roll to confirm.
I mean, you do double damage, but you could if you roll.
You're gonna
and
gamble.
hit,
You're gonna gamble.
then you can draw a
Always
card.
gamble.
no.
Oh, you're not going. You're just going to go
What?
for the double damage.
Just going to go for the double damage.
What?
So,
Okay.
Why?
There's nothing to
What's he
lose.
doing?
Nothing to lose.
You're gonna
Throwing
gamble.
away
You're
free
gonna gamble.
damage.
all right,
fucking
I'll
doing?
gamble.
It's not gambling. We don't gamble anymore. It's just if you
Hey.
roll and
Hey.
confirm, you also get to pick a card. Unless the card says bad luck, you do normal damage, you're going to probably be better off.
Okay,
So
machete attack doing. Oh, no, you see.
it's irrelevant. You didn't confirm. So you did 4 points of damage.
I did 4 plus 5.
You did 4. So 4 is 8 points of damage. Plus 5 is 13 points.
plus the Divine Smite, which is
Do you double that? I think you do.
32, so it's 64.
Wow.
Plus the previous one.
The Divine Smite is what does for it. That
Positive energy.
you swipe through its middle and it just sort of breaks up into a scatter of bones and cloth. The main core of it just wisping away into nothing, leaving an empty bundle of rags with a single skull sitting on top of it, bearing 2 jeweled eyes. There's the black robe and there's a single glove.
Excellent.
And those 2 glowing gem-like eyes in the skull fade and die. Have you genuinely defeated Thessalar? Have you unlocked the secret?
Yeah, of course we have.
Well, we're not going to find out now. We're going to find out what riches there are for you to recover, what secrets you may learn when we pick things up next week.
Awesome.
No, well, we haven't found the phylactery, have we? So.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. Into the Wormcrawl Fisher and Age of Worms are copyright Wizards of the Coast. Into the Wormcrawl Fisher was written by James Jacobs. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!